Hey there, fellow gamer dads and honorary members of the Dad Squad. This is our second dive into the incredible world of Cyberpunk 2077 mods. And let me tell you, there are so many amazing mods out there. It's like trying to choose your favorite child. Don't worry, we won't tell the kids. Last time we explored some fantastic mods that took our gameplay to the next level. And we're excited to do it all again. With the vast array of mods out there, we're like kids in a candy store, eager to try out new ones and share our findings with you. So get ready to rev up your engine with sleek cars, gear up in style, and maybe even wield a weapon that'll leave you blazing. Literally. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? Join the Gamer Dads crew for a healthy dose of cyberpunk action, mod-tastic adventures, and dad jokes galore. Let's begin with our first mod of the day, the Shelby Cobra 427 by Okrasha. Check out this beauty. Oh, the Shelby Cobra. This mod is a real showstopper, folks. The car's visuals are top-notch, with high-resolution textures and materials that'll make you feel like you're cruising through Night City in style. And trust me, it's just as much fun to drive as it is to look at. The handling is smooth and the tuning is spot on. You can even catch a sick burnout or drift if you hit the gas just right. But here's the best part. This mod adds a completely standalone Shelby Cobra 427 SC 1965 to your game, so you don't have to worry about replacing any of your other rides. And with support for the virtual car dealer, you can cop this beauty like it's a fresh new whip. Get ready to rev up your engine and hit the streets of Night City in this stunning Shelby Cobra. MAZDA RX-7 TCP Magic by Cornmilf. Whoa, buckle up, gamer dads. The MAZDA RX-7 Magic mod is a real treat. The sounds, top-notch. The acceleration, zippy. And the handling, smooth like a freshly waxed floor. It's perfect for races, but be warned, it can get a little too fast. And now let's talk about the Ferrari Daytona SP3 mod. This baby's a standalone addition, not a replacement, so you can have it alongside your other rides. It's like having a new kid in the family, except this one comes with a sweet V12 engine. You get two versions, normal and Targa, like the choice between being a cool dad or a super cool dad. The default colors are sleek, red exterior, black interior, and white stitches. But you know, sometimes you want to mix it up like a dad joke. So download the optional colors file and go wild. This mod's got it all. Unique handling, a custom rig, and color variants galore. It's like having a brand new car without the pesky car payments or teenage driver anxiety. Opel Corsa Vauxhall Nova by Corsagsti. All right, dads, let's talk about zipping around Night City in style. And by style, I mean a classic European hot hatch. We're checking out the Opel Corsa mod, and get this, it's based on a real-life project car. So basically, some gearhead dad out there built this sweet ride, then decided to share it with the cyberpunk community. Talk about fatherly generosity, right? This ain't your minivan, fellas. This Corsa's got a Subaru engine crammed in the back, giving it some serious pep. The modder even included details like a working trunk and hood, so you can admire the virtual handiwork. It's perfect for weaving through traffic or making a quick getaway. You know, just in case you borrowed some cyberware from the Maelstrom gang. Remember, dads, with great power comes great responsibility, especially when that power comes with a turbocharger. Ferrari Purosangue by aalexbug. Okay, let's be honest, dads. Sometimes we gotta ditch the family truckster and indulge in a little fantasy. And what better fantasy than cruising Night City in a Ferrari Purosangue? This mod is like that sports car you always wanted back in college, but with way more horsepower and a lot less chance of getting a speeding ticket. We're talking top-tier luxury here, gentlemen. The kind of car that makes heads turn faster than you can say midlife crisis. The interior is so detailed you can practically smell the Italian leather. It's the perfect ride for impressing your chooms or making those Tiger Claw goons eat your dust. Just imagine pulling up to the afterlife in this bad boy. Johnny Silverhand himself would be jealous. Cronos, new iconic weapon, by Tron 117. Meet the Cronos, a light machine gun that's hot stuff. Literally, this weapon packs a punch, and if you charge it up by aiming down the sights, it'll fire incendiary rounds that'll melt through armor like butter. But be warned, it comes with a price. You'll take damage too, because, well, you'll be on fire. It's like having a superpower, but with a hint of self-immolation. This mod adds a new variant of the Defender LMG, and it's a real scorcher. The Cronos LMG is an experimental prototype from Constitutional Arms, designed to melt through heavy armor like it's made of plastic. It's like a mini flamethrower, but with bullets. Just be careful not to get too close, or you'll end up with a bad case of third-degree burns. Overall, this weapon is a real game changer, or should I say game igniter. If you're looking for a weapon that'll make your enemies sweat and maybe even set you on fire, then this is the mod for you. Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility to not get burned alive. Smooth Movement by Jaqueta. Now, dads, let's talk about something near and dear to our hearts. Smooth movement. No, not the kind you bust out on the dance floor at weddings, though those moves could use some work too. We're talking about the Smooth Movement mod for Cyberpunk 2077. See, as dads, we appreciate a little finesse in our lives. We like our coffee hot, our lawnmowers reliable, and our video game characters to move like they've had a physics lesson or two. This mod adds inertia to your movements, so you're not just instantly changing directions like a confused Roomba. It makes dashing, running, and jumping feel more natural, like you're actually controlling a human being and not a marionette puppet. So if you're tired of your V feeling like they're on roller skates, give this mod a try. It'll add a touch of realism to your Night City escapades and maybe even make you feel a little younger, or at least less like you're about to throw out your back trying to dodge a cyber psycho. Ricochet Redux by Seijax. Now, fellas, let's talk about a skill that separates the dads from the, well, less experienced dads. Knowing how to use the right tool for the job. And in Night City, sometimes the right tool is a well-placed ricochet shot. The Ricochet Redux mod takes this often overlooked mechanic and makes it shine. It basically gives your bullets a GPS upgrade so they can seek out enemies like a heat-seeking missile. Only cooler. You can bounce bullets off walls, ceilings, even that stack of dirty laundry your teenager swears they'll put away eventually. It's perfect for taking down enemies behind cover or just showing off your tactical prowess. Plus, the mod highlights your targets so you can actually see where those bullets are going, taking the guesswork out of things. It's like having your own personal ballistics expert riding shotgun. So if you're tired of shooting in straight lines like some kind of amateur, give this mod a shot. It'll add a whole new dimension to your combat strategy and make you feel like the action hero dad you always knew you were. Grunge outfit, Archive XL by Veegee X, LostInACave. Okay, gentlemen, sometimes even cybernetically enhanced mercenaries need a break from the tactical gear and combat boots. It's time to talk about fashion, fellas, specifically the Grunge outfit pack mod. This collaboration between Veegee and LostInACave brings some much-needed casual wear to Night City. We're talking ripped jeans, band tees, and that effortlessly cool style that makes you look like you just walked out of a 2000s music video, you know, back when MTV actually played music. Whether you're dressing your V for a chill night at the No-Tell Motel, or just want to give them a more laid-back look for everyday life in Night City, this mod has got you covered. It's perfect for channeling your inner rock star or reliving your teenage glory days, without the angst and questionable hair choices. Harness gun holster leather, Latex Archive XL by Maverick. Now, dads, let's talk about accessorizing like a pro. No, we're not talking about matching your socks to your tie, though that's important too. We're talking about the gun holsters mod, because nothing says ready for anything like having your trusty firearm strapped to your hip. This mod adds a variety of holsters to choose from, whether you're going for a classic leather look or something a little more latexy. Hey, no judgment here, dads. Whatever gets you in the mood to fight cyber psychos. Even if the weapon models aren't perfect, Who's gonna notice when you're strutting through Night City looking like a total badass? This mod is all about style and attitude. And let's be honest, dads have both in spades. Immersive weapons. Hold to shoot all guns by Me Tool. All right, dads, time for a little tech talk. This next mod is all about customization and making the game feel just right for you. We're talking about the Hold to Shoot mod, which, well, lets you hold the trigger to shoot. Revolutionary, I know, but hear me out. This is a game changer for those of us who want a more immersive experience. No more frantic clicking, just a smooth, steady stream of bullets. It's like the difference between using a power drill and a hand crank. One just feels more satisfying. Of course, this might not be for everyone. Some dads prefer the classic click-to-shoot action, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're looking for a way to add a little more depth to your gameplay, give this mod a try. Just remember, with great trigger control comes great responsibility. Don't go blaming the mod if you accidentally turn Night City into Swiss cheese. KTM X-BOW GTX by aalexbug. Gentlemen, let's shift gears and talk about a ride that's as stylish as it is exhilarating. The KTM X-BOW GTX mod. This sleek machine is like a breath of fresh air in Night City's world of clunky, overloaded vehicles. The X-BOW GTX is all about precision handling and aerodynamic design. It's the kind of car that hugs the corners and makes you feel like a professional racer, even if your driving experience is limited to navigating the grocery store parking lot. And don't worry, it's got enough power under the hood to satisfy your need for speed without making you feel like you're about to take off into orbit. Plus, the attention to detail is incredible. From the sleek exterior to the meticulously crafted interior, this mod makes you feel like you're behind the wheel of a real supercar. So if you're looking for a ride that's as fun to drive as it is to look at, the KTM X-BOW GTX mod is definitely worth checking out. Just remember to keep your eyes on the road, dads, because this baby can move. 1969 Ford Mustang, Boss 302 by Cornmilf. Now for the dads who appreciate a bit of classic muscle, we've got the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302 mod. This beauty is a timeless classic, right up there with the Porsche 911 as a symbol of automotive excellence. Even if you're not a fan of mods that break the game's lore, this one's an easy exception. Think about it. In the Cyberpunk universe, most of the real-world car brands existed at some point, so you can easily imagine this Mustang being a rare survivor, a one-of-a-kind piece of automotive history cruising the streets of Night City. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to tear up the asphalt in this iconic ride? The handling is smooth, the engine roars like a lion, and the whole experience just screams, "Cool, Dad." So if you're looking to add a touch of vintage Americana to your cyberpunk adventures, the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302 mod is a must-have. Just be prepared for the admiring glances and maybe a few challenges at the traffic lights. Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport by aalexbug. Gentlemen, prepare to be amazed. For those of you who've been clamoring for a Bugatti mod, your wish has been granted. I present to you the Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport, a masterpiece of engineering and design that'll make your inner car enthusiast do a happy dance. This mod brings one of the most coveted hypercars in the world to the streets of Night City. We're talking sleek lines, mind-blowing speed, and a level of luxury that'll make even the most discerning corpo executive drool. And yes, you can even pop the frunk to access your stash in style. Because let's face it, even cybernetically enhanced mercenaries need a place to store their spare cyberware and protein bars. So if you're looking to add a touch of ultimate luxury to your cyberpunk experience, the Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport mod is the way to go. Just be careful not to let the power go to your head, dads. Remember, with great horsepower comes great responsibility and a whole lot of envious stares. Stanley's Morning Audio Fix by Deceptious. All right, dads, let's talk about a mod that's all about fixing those awkward moments. And I'm not talking about that time you accidentally called your kid by the dog's name. We're talking about Deceptious bug fix for the infamous post-heist shower scene with Stanley. See, some of you dads out there might have experienced a little interruption during this pivotal moment. Maybe Stanley's dialogue got cut off, or maybe the radio decided to go on strike. Well, this mod is here to make sure things go smoothly, like a hot shower after a long day of chasing cyberpunks. So if you want to experience the full Stanley shower scene without any hiccups, this mod is a must-have. It's like a plumber for your game, fixing those leaks and clogs so you can enjoy the full immersive experience. Just remember, dads, what happens in the shower stays in the shower. Unless it's a hilarious bug that needs fixing, then we share it with the whole internet. Photo backgrounds, Japan by Monovertex. Now, for all you dads who fancy yourselves amateur photographers, and let's be honest, who doesn't love capturing their V in all their glory? We've got a treat for you. This mod adds a whole bunch of custom backgrounds inspired by the beauty of Japan. We're talking serene forests, bustling cityscapes, tranquil parks, and even majestic temples and gardens. It's like taking your V on a virtual vacation without the hassle of packing suitcases and arguing with the kids about airplane snacks. All you gotta do is fire up the AMM, that's the appearance menu mod for those not in the know, and spawn your chosen background. It's like having a green screen at your fingertips, allowing you to transport your V to a whole new world. So unleash your inner Ansel Adams dads and start snapping those award-worthy shots. Just remember, the best camera is the one you have with you, even if it's a virtual one in Night City. DLSS, DLSS-D and G by NVIDIA. Now, for all you tech-savvy dads who like to tinker under the hood, and I'm not talking about changing the oil in the minivan, we've got a mod that'll boost your graphics without breaking a sweat. It's the DLSS Ray Trace Reconstruction and Frame Generation update, and it's like giving your cyberpunk experience a shot of adrenaline, or maybe a double espresso. This mod updates those fancy NVIDIA features to the latest and greatest version, which means sharper images, smoother performance, and maybe even a few extra frames per second. It's like getting a new graphics card without actually having to fight the crowds at the electronics store. Just remember, dads, this isn't a magic bullet. You still need a decent NVIDIA GPU to take advantage of these features, and it's not gonna suddenly turn your computer into a supercomputer. But if you're looking for a way to squeeze a little more juice out of your system and make Night City look even more stunning, this mod is definitely worth checking out. Just don't blame me if you spend the next hour admiring your reflection in every puddle. Here's Johnny by Deceptious. All right, dads, let's talk about bringing a little more Johnny Silverhand into our lives. Because let's face it, who doesn't love a little rock and roll rebellion? This Here's Johnny mod from Deceptious lets our favorite digital ghost roam free in all of these apartments, not just the H10 digs. Now, Johnny being Johnny, he won't just sit around twiddling his thumbs. Depending on where you are in the game, he might serenade you with a guitar solo, or even have a playful moment with Nibbles the iguana or the apartment cat. It's like having a built-in party animal, ready to liven things up whenever you need a break from the hustle and bustle of Night City. Just remember, dads, Johnny's appearances depend on your progress in the game, so don't expect him to show up if you're still fresh off the bus from the Badlands. And if he starts getting on your nerves, you can always tell him to hit the road, at least until you're feeling nostalgic for his snarky comments and questionable life choices. Arasaka Ninja Mask, Archive XL by Manavortex. Now, dads, we all have our favorite child, but we never say it out loud, right? Well, this mod is kind of like that. You can customize the Arasaka Ninja Mask to perfectly match your V's personality, making it your favorite piece of headgear, even if you don't admit it to all those other hats and helmets gathering dust in your inventory. And the best part? It's customizable as heck. You can choose from a whole rainbow of colors, slap on some cool holograms, and even adjust the glow to make it look like your face is radiating pure awesomeness. It's like having a high-tech masquerade mask, perfect for those nights when you want to blend in with the shadows, or just look really cool while hacking into a corporate mainframe. So if you're tired of the same old boring headgear, give this mod a try. Just remember, dads, with great power comes great responsibility, and the occasional urge to practice your ninja moves in the living room. Don't worry, we won't tell the kids where you got the idea. Ferrari Testarossa by Mr. Cheta. Now for the grand finale, we've got a true blast from the past, the Ferrari Testarossa. This iconic machine is like a time machine back to the 80s, when hair was big, phones were heavy, and sports cars were all about sharp angles and pop-up headlights. This mod brings that classic Ferrari style to Night City, with a level of detail that'll make you feel like you're cruising down Ocean Drive in Miami Vice. And the best part? It's way more lore-friendly than those modern hypercars. Just imagine this Testarossa being a prized possession of some old-school corpo exec, a reminder of the golden age of automotive design. So whether you're reliving your youth or just want to add a touch of retro cool to your cyberpunk adventures, the Ferrari Testarossa mod is the perfect choice. Just be prepared for the envious stares and maybe a few challenges to a drag race. After all, dads, we might be getting older, but we can still show these young punks how to drive in style. Well, dads, that's all for today's mod showcase. We've covered everything from hot rods to high fashion, with a healthy dose of bug fixes and quality of life improvements thrown in for good measure. Remember, choosing the right mods is like grilling the perfect burger. It's all about finding the right ingredients and making it your own. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content that's more fun than a game of catch with your kids, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow faster than your lawn in springtime, and it lets us know you're having a good time. And to all the new dads and gamer dads out there, yes, even the gamer moms are welcome. Pull up a chair, grab a controller, and join the fun. We're all about celebrating the joys of fatherhood and gaming with a healthy dose of dad jokes and good times. So until next time, keep those controllers charged, those kids entertained, and those dad jokes flowing. This is Gamer Dad signing out, and we'll see you in the next video.